Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all present here today. My name is Haziq, and today I'm with Puan Sohaila as she will be presenting Step Up Plan to Succeed with Microsoft Project. If you have any questions regarding to this topic, do leave them in the comment section down below, and Puan Sohaila will answer them right after she finishes presenting. Without further ado, I'll pass the mic to Puan Sohaila.
Hello. Assalamualaikum. Very good evening, everyone. Okay. Let me share my screen first. Okay, hang on. Share screen. Okay. All right. I hope you can see my screen here. Okay. All right, huh? Okay. My name is Sohaila Muhammad. Welcome everyone to Microsoft Project Step Up Plan to Succeed. Okay, as the name goes, you have to step up and then you have to plan before you go any further in your projects. Okay, all right. I am I'm a certified Microsoft certified trainer. I'm a certified Microsoft trainer. Okay, and I'm also a certified virtual learncaster as an online trainer to give you an online training. All right. Okay. So without further discussion on what my background is about, okay, I would like to show you what I have for you today. Okay. Microsoft Project is basically uh, one particular software for you to do forecasting for your planning of a project. Okay, each and every day we do projects or whatever we do in everyday life, we have to plan before we could execute it and then make it a success project. Okay, so Microsoft Project comes out with one very good software for you to plan so that you can know ahead. You have an idea of how you are going to do or you are going to bring out whatever your project into the real life. Okay, so this is what I have for you today. Okay, let me see here. Okay, first of all, you need to know what is project. Okay, before we go on, memang saya campur boleh Okay, I go rojak. Okay, before we go on any kind of project, you have to know what kind of project that you are going to do. Okay, whether it is a small project, a medium size, or a large size. If you can use Microsoft Project as a tool to help you in forecasting your project, okay, uh, it will then will help you minimize your time, minimize your cost, and also your labor, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that's Microsoft Project can do for you, because it will help you. When you do planning, when you scheduling with Microsoft Project, you have a better idea. You have to let go. You have to think outside of the box. You have to think not only now, but you have to think further of what's going to happen 2-3 months ahead. So that is what we're going to do. So you need to know what kind of project that you need to do. Okay. As you have the ample, clear picture on what kind of project, okay, a project must consist of a unique kind of planning. Okay, each and every project is unique by itself. Okay, no doubt it is a repetitive project, but each and every project, the tasks that consist in that particular project memang akan lain. Okay, memang dia akan ada something yang different within it because it's unique. Each and every project is unique. Contoh a wedding. If you plan for a wedding, okay, A wedding and B wedding will not be the same because the taste is not the same. Taste dia tak sama. Taste orang tu pun tak sama. So you say that okay, this wedding A is basically the same thing macam kita buat selalu, but when you carry it out, it's not going to be the same because the people that we work around is not the same. The resources that we work around is not the same. Okay, so it must be a unique kind of project for people to really understand how to bring it out. Okay, all right. Second thing, you must have a clear cut objective. Memanglah kena ada objective. Okay, because if you don't have any objective, ataupun you just have a project, but what's your objective for doing this project? Now. Okay. And you must be macam, oh my god, this project does not have any objective. You can't do like that because each and every project, the stakeholder, before you even plan for that project, the stakeholders and all these capital, this owner of this project must have one kind of objective to reach up for their goal. Okay, it must have a clear cut, must have a stakeholders that yang akan tahu semua objective of this particular project. Okay, kalau you ada saja project tak tahu dia tak ada dia punya objective, that's not a project actually. Okay, and then what else? Project mesti ada start and end date. It must have, mesti ada satu starting date and mesti ada satu ending date. If you don't have start date or end date, then what is the project is going to be? Is it going to be hanging there until the end of the work? Tak kan? Kita nak labur dalam project. When you invest in a project, you must have the ROI, must have the return on investment. Okay, when you have the return on investment, it must have one start date or end date. That is the whole entire thing about a project. Okay, don't tell me lah nak kahwin tak ada starting date dengan ending date kan? Okay. Alright. And of course, the last but not least, you must have a budget. Any kind of a project, walaupun dia kecil, okay, nak pergi beli Starbucks tu pun, you have to have a budget. If you don't have a budget, boleh minum ke air dekat Starbucks? No kan? Okay. As sekecil-kecil project, minum air Starbucks tu pun, you must have a budget. Okay, that is what consists of a project all about. You nampak Okay, so when we have the idea of all this project, barulah kita buka kita punya minda. Oh, okay, now I know the project ni mesti ada time, mesti ada quality, mesti ada money, mesti ada scope. This kind, ini project triangle ni, if you go within the scope that you ada ni, insyaAllah, your project when you carry it out in Microsoft project or when you execute it dekat luar nanti, it's going to be okay. Provided you must have something in mind that you can execute it properly. Dan masa you plan it properly. Not just simply plan, but you must plan properly. Look ahead. Think outside. Think big. Jangan think now, okay, but think later. Okay, and we ask project to help us do the forecasting by us giving the project punya information. When you provide good information, of course project boleh buat apa saja untuk you. Provided betul lah. Kan, kalau tak betul dan susah nanti kita. Okay, so this is the project triangle that comes along with the objective, the project yang saya terangkan tadi. Okay, you must have okay, coming back to this one. Okay, unique, clear cut objective, starting date and end date, have budget. You also must know you punya, you must know you punya scope, time, quality and money. Alright, these are the common process. I think everybody knows, okay, the common project processes. Mesti ada initiation, you mesti ada project manager who grants the authority, ada project objectives, adanya stakeholders to give you the money. Okay, then you must plan. After the initiation, you must plan. Once you plan saja, you refine the objectives. Whatever the objective that is given to you, you refine it so that dia akan jadi satu scope yang cantik. Then you plan the steps properly. Detail steps. Bukan steps yang you just ambil, okay, this one can. No. It's not that the can. It's the can and cannot also you must put inside there. The possible and the impossible. Must put in between the task. Supaya task you akan nampak lebih detail. Once you get the detail of your task tu, baru kita boleh buat perancangan yang baik. Okay. Planning is not easy. The crucial moment is when you plan. You fail to plan, your project won't go anywhere. Okay. If you succeed your planning, insyaAllah, your whatever you have already planned and scheduled, okay, when you execute it, insyaAllah, I think at least 80%. Okay. If you execute your plan jadi, then that's a good planning. Okay, you go and ask any kind of planner or any kind of scheduler. Okay, when they plan, they must plan properly. Okay, sekecil-kecil benda, even the resources, sekecil-kecil as the paku, you must put it inside ni. No, sebab kita count each and every one of that particular resources. Okay, alright. Now, initiation done, planning done. We are going to execute process. Execution and control comes together because when you execute, of course, we have to control. Okay, if we execute no controlling, kita tak dapat tengok apa yang dia akan buat. Okay, executing is putting your project plan into motion. Okay, whatever you have already planned, perform the work of the project that you have already planned. Okay. At the same time, we measure the performance of what you have already execute. Kat sini lah kita nak measure. You have to go on site, see, tengok. Okay. Memang kita ada Microsoft Project tools to help you to help you and validate the status of the project. But it is best for you as a project manager or as a project planner to go down at the site and take a look at what the executing has done so far. Okay, so that will be the third and the fourth process. And the last but not least process is the closing part. Whenever the process ended, okay, documents and formal acceptance brings your project to a closed project. So a successful lah. Okay, delay you can talk delay ahead. Okay, all these things memang ada dalam project. Okay, that's why during the planning time you need to have like buffer time, because if it's delay, then you know what you should do. Okay, you know how to replan your work. Okay, because we wouldn't know suddenly nature call for banjir. Kan, we wouldn't know that. Okay, so that's why masa kita plan tu, you plan properly so that we know, okay, this time around probably you have to check out with the weather forecast, okay, and your resources, your material wise, okay, does it come in okay, does it not, your apa lagi, when you have to ship your resources, your materials from overseas, does it come in time? You have all this you have to know before you go on with your planning. Okay, or while you do your planning. All right. Okay, so this is the common project processes. To make it easier for you, it goes like this. Okay, the initiation and then the planning, the execution. If the performance is okay, then you can proceed and close the project. If not, it will go back to the planning segment. Nampak tak susahnya? Tak jadi ni, tak boleh nak perform if you can't execute it. Okay, you have to go back to your planning side because your planning side is wrong. Okay. Now, if the project is done, okay, is the project done? If it's not, then you have to go back to your execution. Kan performance okay, you can just performance and a project okay, then you just can close. But if it's not, performance not okay, you have to go back to planning. If your project not done, you have to go back to execution. Okay. After all this done, baru kita boleh close dia punya project. Okay. Now, okay, these are the project core. Okay. Tadi ada cakap kan, I was mentioning about resources, I was mentioning about time, the cost, the money, okay, the resources. Okay, these are the core that you need in your project, Microsoft project. Okay, Microsoft project tracks for time, task, time, cost, and resources. Okay, and at the end of the 4 core ni, baru kita akan ada dia punya report. So that we know, okay, how much we have already spent, how many hours of resources that you have already spent, what are the tasks, what are the timing, and so on and so forth. Report is very, very important because you bring it anywhere, okay, for a project. Unless you want to take loan for this particular project, okay. These are the things that you need. A report is very important because we want to see what is the ROI, how is the money is going to be used, okay, and all these things. Resources, who are the resources that everything must be known. Everything must make known before you have, before you even start planning for your particular project. Okay, let me just go on with, okay, this is the objective, yeah. Okay, using Microsoft Project. Okay, the objective of using Microsoft Project is just to understand the concept of planning and monitoring. Okay, it cannot do any accounting method for you, yeah. Okay, unless you want to see like for example profit and loss, it will not do that for you. Okay, what it will show you is that the portion that you segregating of the income of the money that is used for the particular project. Okay, they have that tracking table. They have that this costing table. Okay, they do have costing table, but costing table is only about this particular project, how it is being used by the resources. Okay, all right. So the objective is to work on cases using the software. For this particular software to plan, okay, it is only a temporary endeavor. Okay, for you to carry out your unique project. Okay. Don't say that you don't have this in mind. I'm using this Microsoft project. Whatever I do, whatever I plan in my Microsoft project, when I take it out, it's going to be 100%. You can't do that. Okay, because it's only a forecasting software. Okay, it's only forecast. When you forecast, you can expect anything that can happen in between time. Okay, memang akan jadi. Okay, alright. Okay, let me see if we. Okay, I think I have. Okay, let me bring you to the real life of project. Yeah, let me stop sharing this one first. Okay, let me bring you to Microsoft project. Okay, where you have the idea. I'm just going to take one of the simple project in this templates. Okay, if you don't have any idea of how you want to do planning for this for a project, okay, you can always use one of the templates that you have here. For example, residential construction. Okay, and for example, you have this simple project plan. Nampak tak? Can you see this? Okay, simple project plan. New business. Okay, customer service. If you are dealing with IT, you can see that install project server 2013. Okay, and commercial construction. Create a budget, software development. Anything that you have in mind that, let's say, you can't remember, you can't think anything right now, you can just come straight to the particular templates. Okay, but in classes we don't go for templates, we create from scratch. Okay, so you have the real kind of situation, okay, where you create where you have when you start from scratch, macam tu. Okay, right now, so I'm just going to take this simple project plan. Okay, I'm going to create it today. So this is how you take your templates. Yeah, just click on any of the templates and then click on create. And see, the start date for this particular project will be today. Okay, now what you will see, okay, what you will see in your Microsoft project, the minute you open you punya template, okay, the minute you open your Microsoft project is this. Okay, this is what we call timeline. Okay, this one is called timeline. We can always hide the timeline. Okay, this is called the view bar. We can always hide the view bar. This is called the ribbon. Okay, this is called the entry bar. Okay, and this is the place where we put in the task, and also the chart will come out here. Okay, I'm going to write in. This is called the ribbon. Okay, sorry, my writing, yeah. Okay, this is the entry bar. Okay, entry bar. Okay, this is the view bar. Okay, if you don't have this view bar, it's okay, because I'm going to show you how to take it up. Okay, this will be the timeline. Okay, if you are using 2016 and above, the timeline will be there. And last but not least, this is the Gantt chart. Okay, this is the Gantt chart. Okay, so this is basically what you're going to see the minute you open your Microsoft project. Okay, which is simple, but not as simple as creating it. Okay, alright, I'm not scaring you, huh? Okay, alright. Okay, this view bar, if let's say it's hidden, okay, your Microsoft project, you don't have any of this view bar, it's actually, if you can right click at your Gantt chart, it's going to be like this. You have your Gantt chart here, right? You have your Gantt chart here. On your left hand side, you have your Gantt chart. What you need to do is that you just need to right click here. Okay, right click here, and then you will see this view bar. Okay, this type of this view bar has been in Microsoft project ever since 1997 version. Okay, at 2013 they hide it. 2013 version they hide it. So that's why you only have that Gantt chart view there. Okay, but not the view bar. Okay, so this is how you take it out. I love to see this view bar because it is easy for me to go up and down here. Okay, but it is also easy if you can fetch whatever view that you want at here. So it will give you two ways of fetching the views. Okay, either you can use this view bar or you can use this Gantt chart view at your task. Okay, at the task. All right, and this timeline, okay, if you want to hide it, okay, you just go to here, properties. Okay, can you see these properties? Can you see this add timeline? Okay, what you need to do, you just press, oh sorry, not here, not here. Okay. Sorry, not here. Add here, view. Okay, view. Can you see this split view? You just remove this timeline. Okay, when you remove this timeline, you will not see that timeline anymore. At any point of time, if you like to see that timeline, you just go to view and then click on this timeline. Then you will see this. Okay, all right. So I'm just going to walk you through, okay, what you should see in your Gantt chart. Okay, this is the tasks. Okay, you have two modes for your task. Okay, oops, sorry, where am I? Okay, at your task you have two modes. Okay, you can't see here. Wait, hang on, let me see. Okay, at your task you have two modes. One is manually scheduled and the other one is auto scheduled. Okay, this is a new feature that was featured in Microsoft Project 2013. Okay, ever since 2013, this task mode was introduced. Okay, until today, it is still there. Okay, manually scheduled and auto scheduled. Okay, what is the difference between manual schedule and auto schedule? First, the icon. Of course, it's different. Secondly, why it is manual? Because manual schedule, you have all the control for your project, for the task. Okay, for example, this is the manual project. This is the manual schedule. You see this? This is pin, and pin, right? Okay. When you see this pin, that means you know, oh, this is manually scheduled task. When you see like this is auto scheduled task. Okay. Now, when you deal with manual, you can always put TBD at your duration. Okay, that is called manual because kita boleh control kita punya sendiri. Okay, kenapa dia bawa manual schedule ni? Because last time it's all automatic, everything project yang decide. So they have come up, there's so many feedback saying that why not adanya manual so that user sendiri can control. But when user control, you have to really control it by yourself sebab nanti project tak akan update. It will not do anything because this is all manual. Okay. So when they decided to have that manual, at the duration, you can even put TBD, TBA, to be whatever, to be decided later and what not. Okay. Until you put in that particular date, particular day, barulah dia akan ada dia punya Gantt chart. You look at your Gantt chart. Let me just scroll you to this particular Gantt chart. Okay. Now look here. Alright, wait. Let me just bring it closer so that you can nampak macam ni. Okay, like this. Okay. Now we have this manual here. Nampak? If let's say your duration is TBD, you won't have any Gantt chart here. Nampak? Tak ada Gantt chart. Okay, because it doesn't have any duration yet. Okay. If let's say you have the duration, then only this Gantt chart will appear. But also, it is not the same color as this because yang ini manual, yang ni auto. Okay, when you have automatic scheduling, whenever you put in the task, automatically it will adjust accordingly. But this one, it will not adjust because ini kan nampak. Okay, can you see here? Okay. It will always be at the first starting date kat sini. Okay, whereas this one, kita dah control dia. Okay, the project has control. When you put in the link, automatically it will push the dates from one date to the other date because of the dependencies. Okay, nampak? So you decide, okay, the minute you open you punya Microsoft project, you decide whether you want task mode to be auto or ataupun you nak bagi dia jadi manual. Okay. Let's say lah you put in manual first, okay, and then later you decide to have it automatic. No worries, you can always change it like this. Nampak? Okay, I'm going to change from manual schedule into auto schedule. Once you put auto schedule, nampak tak dia punya warna dah berubah menjadi auto punya warna. So that's how you do Microsoft Project the first. Okay, but before kita masukkan task tu, there is another process of doing that calendar and everything. Because calendar affects a lot of your timing. Because calendar, there's so many public holidays that you have to cater, right? There's so many things that the working hours is not different. It's not the same as what we expected and so on and so forth. So these are the things yang you have to look around prior you put in any of the task. Okay. So as I mentioned, you have four components, right? First is the task, ini. Second, this is the task. Okay, this is the task. This is the time whereby you put in the duration. Okay, and then you go down. Okay, go down. Go to your resource sheet. Okay, at the moment you don't have any resources. Kat sini kita letak all the resources. Here we put in all the resources. Okay, and at the resources here, you have 3 types of resources. That is work, material and cost. Work is more for manpower punya kerja lah. So every time they get paid, okay, by hour, okay, they get paid, then you can see dia punya cost. Okay, for material, it's going to be paid for only your resources, and cost is only like per use cost. For example, you have a site visit at the hotel. Okay, a site visit. Okay, so you need to stay at the hotel. That's the right word. Sorry, dah petang kan pening dah sikit. Okay, so you have to stay at the hotel. So you have to pay for that hotel, right? Okay, so that would be the cost that you have to incur for your site visiting. So all these things you must put in so that kita tahu, oh, okay, now the perjalanan of your project must have this and this and this. Okay. So in the class, I will elaborate further on how you can do this particular resources. Do not worry. Okay. In fact, I'll be going through the whole entire thing ni lah. All these things I'll be going through. Okay. And then when you have already put in all the resources, okay, you have to come back to your Gantt chart and you have to assign resources here. Okay, kena pergi dekat resources ni. Alright, and you have to assign your resources. Of course, when you have your resources already, resources tu nak buat apa? You have to assign to the task. If you don't assign to the task, then how is the task going to be executed? Right? So that's the whole entire story. You add the task, you put in the timeline. Then you get ready your resources. Resources must be assigned to the task so that it can carry out accordingly to the starting and ending date. Okay. When you have already assigned your resources, then you go back from Gantt chart, scroll down, go to your tracking Gantt. Here we keep track of how your project is being done. Okay. Here we can update how many percentage, what's the percentage of this working, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, as you look at this particular Gantt, tracking Gantt, okay, see here, yeah, you can see all the percentages here. The minute you update, automatically you have your updating already. You have your percentages, how much is gonna have already been done and have not been done. Okay. All right. And then you will see, okay, if it's red color, what does it mean? Okay, if it's blue color, what does it mean? Okay, if it's red, then it's a critical task. That means your task has not been done anything yet. So it must be something that you must start somewhere. Okay, before you can make any other task being critical. So all these things, it impacts your project. Okay, all this it will impact your project if you have not started anything else yet. Okay, now during the time you plan, okay, of course, you put in the duration, then you must have your dependencies. Okay, ni kan, this is what we call dependencies or linking, a task link. Okay, there are 4 types of task link. Okay, dependencies. Okay, I write it here, yeah. Okay, or I should type it here lah. Okay, senang. Okay, there are 4 types. First is finish to start. Okay, second is start to start. Third is finish to finish. Fourth is start to finish. Okay, these are the 4 types of dependencies that you must take care when you already set with your task. Okay, now when you have your task, you have your duration. Okay, not even have your resources. The minute you have your task and your time, then you have to check for your task link, the dependencies, how each task depend on each other. Okay, whether it's finish to start is just like this, this simple one. And can you see this? Okay, finish to start is this. Okay, when A finishes, this is A. Okay, when it finishes, then B can start. That is finish to start. Start to start, both will start at the same time. Okay, finish to finish, they will finish at the same time, and start to finish, B cannot start until B cannot finish until A starts. Those kind of thing. Okay, let me just show you real quick, okay, of how you can change this. Okay, this is what we call the link. Okay, I'm going to double click on the link. Okay, this is finish to start. Okay, you will have this task dependency. At this moment, this is finish to start. Okay, when we click at this arrow, okay, you can change from finish to start to start to start, finish to finish, or start to finish. Okay, all right, so let me just go ahead very quick, put start to start, and I click OK. Now what you can see is that just now from here to here, it's finish to start. Now your arrow and the bar will be pushed to the first day of the first task, so that they can start together at the same time. Can you see that? Marvelous. Okay, so if let's say I change from start to finish, they can start anywhere they like, but they must finish together like this. Can you see that? Okay, let me just bring here a little bit so that you can see macam ni. Okay, nampak tak? They can start anywhere they like, but they must finish together. When you have like this is finish to finish, and once the second one finishes, it will start the next one. So you must know how to read your Gantt chart. Then only it will be very easy for you to flow your project. Okay, nampak? Okay, now if let's say I change this from finish to start to finish, okay, it will be like this. Nampak terbalik pula dah. Okay, so jadi pening macam ni. It will be an S. See, this one, this B, okay, this B, okay, B, okay, this is A. Okay, B cannot finish until A starts. That is start to finish. Okay, very rare, but then it happens because sometimes you need documentation to be submitted to your boss to get approval. You have to wait for that approval before B can start. So that is the example. Okay, B cannot start until A finishes. That means document must sign first. A finishes. That is the A task. That one must sign first, and then B only can start. That is start to finish. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, so far we have covered task, time, resources, tracking. Okay, now when we do this, okay, the dependencies, okay, Gantt chart, okay, network diagram. Okay, another side of Microsoft project, instead of you look at Gantt chart or tracking Gantt, okay, we will have this network diagram. Okay, let me just zoom in so that you can see the whole entire project. Okay. Okay, I will make it bigger so that you can see. Okay. Now the one that I'm holding now is the summary number 1. Okay. The rest of it, okay, for example, this one is still in progress. This one is in progress but critical. Okay, this one is manually scheduled. Okay, you can see it from the whole entire network diagram. Okay, so from here to here, okay, it is linked. Okay, so task 1 finish, task 2 will start doing their job. Okay, so that will be finished to start. Okay, I can also add in from here. Okay, let me just let me see here, box style. Okay, not box style. Hang on. Let me just okay, format box. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I want to take out this show timeline. Okay. Okay, hang on. Layout. Okay. Now add layout, I can put in show. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, show link labels here. Okay, if let's say you decided to use your network diagram, okay, to look for the overall of your project, okay, and then you can come to this layout window, okay, and show link labels. Because when you show link labels, you will know what type of link that you have in each of your task. Okay, when I click here, okay, then you will see this. Okay, tak nampak kan, kecil. Okay, let me just zoom in ya. Sekejap. Okay, this one better. Okay, bring here this. Okay, let's just take one example so that you can see. If not nanti kan, you tak nampak pula kan. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is finished to start. So whenever task 1 is done, automatically it will start with task number 2. Okay, remember just now we put start to finish. Let's scroll through so that we can see ada tak yang start to finish. Okay, can you see this? Okay, tadi kita letak start to finish. Task number 4 cannot start when task number 3 is not finished. Dia terbalik So this is start to finish. So when you put in the link labels, automatically you will understand the whole entire diagram. Oh, I know this already. Okay, you understand the whole entire picture. Okay, so if let's say you are very good with the diagrams, by all means go ahead and look at this. Okay, if not, you have to look at your Gantt chart seriously. Okay, you can also see from here. All right, which is better because you can read one from one after another punya Gantt chart. Okay, another place to see it, you can go to your calendar. But calendar very vague, very you don't have the whole entire picture. You only see like task 1. You don't even see the link. What only you can do here is that you can see the whole entire month. You have all these tasks being done. Okay, and let's say if you want to run, if you want to link between task number 1 and task number 3, you can do that by just clicking and dragging task number 1 to task number 3, and automatically that link will be in it. Okay, that is all that you can do in calendar. Not much. The reason why they put in calendar, because they just want to have like one quick shot of what the whole entire task will be in one particular whole month. Okay, that is all. What is it all about? Okay, all right. So that will be for the 4 components. Okay, the task, the time, okay, the resources, assignment of resources, the tracking, and you also see the network diagram. Now I'm going to bring you to the report. Okay, but this is not like really a good one. Okay, let me just put out a short example, yeah. Then nampak cantik sikit. Okay, wait. Hang on, let me just take a look here. Let me see if this one works. Okay, this one tak ada. Just close this. Okay, then I will take this one lah. Let me see if this one works. Okay, yeah, this one has a lot. Continue. Okay, now I already have some reports here. Okay, all right. So if I go to my Gantt chart, okay, can you see this is the example of a building of a construction of a house. Okay, you see, I have all this. Okay, you look here, you have your duration, start and finish. your predecessors and successors. Okay, this one will be covered also in the class. Okay, and all your task assignment. Okay, these are the names for your resources. What is it being used for? Okay, and each of these particular task, okay, if you can see here, each of these tasks, okay, they have their own materials and also their own resources to complete the task you have here. And we have this milestone. Okay, and then if let's say you go to your network diagram, you see much better. Okay, you will see those completed ones. These are all completed. Okay, this is semi-completed. All right, then if you go to your tracking gun, you will see all these things. Okay, what is the red, the gray? Okay, the gray color is for the baseline. Okay, this is the baseline. Okay, red color is the critical task and the blue color is your progressing, but you have a split here. Okay, this one you should know what happened to your particular project. Okay, and whenever you have this 100%, that means it's already being completed. Okay, the one that is not 100% or maybe like 70 or 50%, that one is this one 62%, it's in progress. Okay, can you see that? Okay, the whole bunch of it. All right. Okay. Now for costing, what you need to do, it doesn't have any specific area, specific view for costing, but you can change or you can always change the table. Okay. So if you want to see the costing table, what you need to do is that you just go to view, okay, at data, click on the tables, and then click on cost. What you will see is the whole entire cost. You can put in your fixed cost here. Okay, yeah, you must have your fixed cost and variable cost. Okay, you have to put in all those fixed costs, let's say utilities and whatever you pay every month without fail, those are called fixed costs. Okay, whereas the rest are the other costs will be the variable cost where you buy during your progressing of your project. Okay, then you will see the whole entire cost here. What's the baseline cost? Okay, now the total cost is how much. What's the variance that you have already spent? Okay, the actual cost that you already spent and the remaining cost. So these are the costs that involve. Okay, if let's say your project really involves the cost. Yeah, semua project involve cost, but there are some projects that you have to pay by monthly salary, that you don't have any resources. Okay, so you don't involve any cost at all. You just want to have that scheduling. Okay, then that's fine. Okay, so this is at tracking Gantt. Okay, for project reports, okay, you have this new way of doing this ever since 2013. We have this dashboard. At project, okay, at reports, you have these dashboards. You can have all these 5 ready for you to go. Okay, for instance, you want to see the cost overview. Okay, you just go to your dashboard and then you take a cost overview. Then you shall see the whole entire cost with the diagram. How good is that? Okay, because by just one click, you have all the information ready for you. Okay, now let's see if you want to see the project overview report. See, this is the project overview report. For a certain number of period of time you update your project. Okay, at this point, how many percentage complete? It's 25%. Okay, 25%. So when you update and update and update, automatically it will give you more and more and more percentage. Then you can always come here and then see what's your project progress all about. Okay, if you don't want to see at your report here, you say, not now, I don't want to see the report. You just want to have a snapshot on how this project statistics is done. Okay, so what you can do is that you can always go to your project here and click on project information. This is a good place where you can have all your statistics. Okay, but at this moment, okay, now I'm here, so I cannot see, so I have to go back to my Gantt chart. Then project information. Okay, statistics. Okay, here, yeah. Okay, again, project information. Okay, right down below here, there's statistics. Okay, so click on statistics, then you will you have this. Okay, you will see that you start and finish where. Okay, the start date, the finishing date, how much is the duration, current, baseline and actual, and how many remaining, how much work hours that have already been used, and what's the cost like. So this is basically the snapshot of it. Okay, you don't have to create a report yet. Just give a snapshot and then complete with the percentage of completion of the project. Okay, all right. Uh, okay, I think we can open for a question. Haziq, or who is in? I think Haziq is in. Okay, if you need to know further on this, okay, it's gonna be, yeah, it's very very dry subject. I know. Okay, but it is a very very good tool because um because why I say it's a very good tool, because if you need to do a planning, Microsoft, even big companies also use this. Even Petronas is using this. Okay, if you execute it, if you plan it well, you can execute it well too. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Yes, it is forecasting, but it is also something that you need to really work on it properly. Okay, with the calendaring, with the people, with the materials and so on, so that you will come up to a very good solid project planning, project scheduling. All right. Okay, I think I'll stop here. If you like to know further, by all means boleh masuk kelas lah lepas ni.
Ah, betul betul betul.
Okay, I pass to Haziq. Okay.
Okay, thank you for Salah. So far we tak receive apa-apa question. Maybe because this is
Ah,
technical, right? So maybe
yes,
untuk
very
tanya,
very.
it will take time juga kan nak dapat jawapan. So I think it's better to join the training session, right?
Right,
So
betul.
yes, thank you so much for such an insightful presentation of our topic here today, Puan Saila.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining our live session here today. But this is not the end. Puan Sohaila will be having her public training, Microsoft Project, Basic to Intermediate Level, coming 29 and 30th of August. If you're interested, you may reach out us to via email and contact number provided down below in the ticker. Also, please like our Facebook page if you enjoy today's session and follow us for future live sessions. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you soon. Till then, bye-bye.
Bye. Like, share, follow. Jangan lupa. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you so much.